Welcome to Building Redwall, a series of videos about creating this iconic building from the Redwall series of books by Brian Jacques. This is week 9, and I feel like I am finally nearing the end of this giant project. I think it's probably going to take 1 or 2 more videos to finally finish, after which I will be sure to post a final video showing everything off all together. Probably in a nicer location than my build zone, but let's go ahead and get started and talk about what I've made this week. So I feel like I've made some significant progress on Redwall as a whole. Again, like I said, the end is in sight. It's finally starting to feel like a unified building as opposed to just some half-built things. But yeah, so if you can't tell, I changed the tower in the middle of the 2 buildings. I added a roof to building 2 and started working on the 2nd floor, the infirmary wing of building 3. So I had these 5 beds put in that I designed. They're pretty much the same design as before, but just new colors. Got a treasure chest right there that one of my kids wanted to put in. You can kind of see I've got that tower is coming along. The entrance tower, I guess you could call it. Over here, I kind of wanted to put in some dollhouse style doors again, just for access. Kind of dropped one, swung it open too easily. But yeah, over here we can look at the bell tower I finally made. I decided to put the bell over here on this roof. I thought it would look better and it kind of made more sense for what I'm trying to capture. The other tower kind of took on a mind of its own, and yeah. So put in some little windows over here, some spires. Yeah, it was, well, I wouldn't say it was a very difficult roof with the angles and stuff, but it was a bit of a challenge trying to find all the slope pieces, putting in these spires instead of on top of the buttresses like I did for the Great Hall. So it looks a little different, kind of a variation on my theme. Just made more sense practically. But yeah, let's talk about this tower. So again, it was proving to be a bit of a headache, so I decided to instead leave that little gap there just to help with sliding in and out the 2nd floor, and then the roof on top of that. Again, so it was a bit of a problem to try and figure out how to both remove the 2nd floor and the roof while having a tower right next to it. So I think I kind of solved that problem as best I can. Hopefully it works. It's still kind of tricky to get the 2nd floor to slide in just right and stay in place. Just because, again, yeah, this building has been a lot of work. I kind of changed the buttresses to line up now so that there isn't a overhang to help lock in the 2nd floor. So now the 2nd floor kind of slides around a lot, but it is what it is. I do kind of like adding a round tower over there. It just seems to add a new, I don't know, a new dimension to Redwall, something that I haven't done elsewhere. But yeah, I really like how this roof came along. It actually came along a lot faster than my other roof for the Great Hall. I feel like that one took a little bit more time, but this one just came together. I think it looks really nice. Obviously, there are a couple things that are, I don't know, they might bug me a little bit, like the fact that this roof struggles to stay on perfectly, or the fact that those gray base plates kind of interrupt. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. Trying to keep the second floor in position is kind of tricky. I might try to fix that with something later, but probably not. I don't know. A lot of little ideas I'm having on how to fix things and how to change things up. But yeah, again, really proud of how this connecting tower turned out. It kind of reminds me of Hogwarts a little bit, with the layers of towers on top of each other. And still waiting on my order to fix these doors because the clips got snapped. Not much has changed over here. I did put the greenery back on that my toddler ripped off. So it looks a little different than last time, but you probably didn't even notice at all. But yeah, this is the angle of what Redwall looks like now from this side, and yeah, I kind of like the varying heights and the different towers and spires. I feel like it's kind of capturing what I envisioned Redwall to look like and be like. Kind of crazy. I feel like I'm getting a little burnt out on this hospital, or this infirmary. Been going back and forth as to whether or not I should include it, but I finally did. So hopefully I don't regret it. Hopefully things just come together. Here is the backside of Redwall. I haven't turned it around in a while. Couple little things that I have to change, but kind of wanted to show off what the tallest tower, the central tower, looks like from behind. Yeah, you can see here's the connection points for trying to get these two buildings to work, and then having this overhang to kind of make it look like it's one building instead of two. Because again, tried to make Redwall modular so that I can separate it to play with the different buildings or play with the different floors, to transport it, things like that. So, but I think I did a pretty good job of trying to figure that out, and yeah. Hopefully I will finish the infirmary next week, get a roof put on it, and probably finish the tower next to it. Not sure if I'll get around to putting in the courtyard down here, but we'll see if I make time for it or not. But yeah, so this is where Redwall's at. My plans, again, probably going to take 1, maybe 2 more weeks to finish things up. Hopefully I get all of my bricks in the mail soon so that I can finish little odds and ends. And then I will probably be done for a while. I haven't really thought about what my next MOC will be. Kind of been giving it some thought, but at the same time, don't think I'm going to do anything on this scale for a little while. I want to hold on to Redwall. Since I put all this effort into it, kind of want to play with it. Let my kids play with it as well. And yeah, don't know where I'll put my next MOC. Don't really have space that's safe from my 2-year-old, who is very destructive. But we'll figure things out, and yeah, that's all I've got. See you next week.